My name is Steven Jaramillo. I am 25 years old. I'm an exhibit host and I'm aspiring to be a professional actor. The day that I found out I was going to be a dad, one word, scared. Because when I found out, when his mom told me that we were going to have this kid, she was on the other side of the country while I was in school. It was one of the most stressful times in my life, debating whether or not to be a father. And, we pulled through and we did it. When I told my family, they were, I'll be honest, was not the most supportive people. And then, they told me, you fucked it up, and everything like that. I told my brother as well, because he was around the same age that he had his first child. And I was ready not to talk to my family for the longest time. My brother was like my attorney when it came to my parents about all this, because I'm a stubborn bastard, and so are my parents in some way as well. Unfortunately, around October 16th on a Thursday, my brother passed away last 3 years ago. And unfortunately, it's what took me and my parents to talk again afterwards, which sucks. It's like a real shitty feeling thinking about it. On the week leading up to my son's birth or so, I called out of school because we were able to run emergency leave. And this is around the time I was about to graduate, a week, 2 weeks beforehand. And I wanted to be there for the birth of my son. And it was the most anticlimactic birth ever. Because I was the only one losing, I'm not losing my shit, fuck, I'm gonna be a dad. It's just when she told me her water broke, I went to overdrive. I grabbed everything, let's fucking go, right? And then she's standing there, oh no, bro, I'm just gonna take a bath first, and then I'm gonna get my makeup on. So we are on our way to the hospital, and I'm with her, it's me, her, and her sister. By the time my son comes out, and when I heard the head popping, I was like, wake the fuck up! Why isn't she screaming? Usually, whenever, how every television or movie, they said, it's coming, ah! Or some shit. They're screaming bloody murder, right? And I see my son's head, and I was just wow, he's got a full head of hair in this motherfucker already. And I'm recording it the whole time. We were supposed to have a whole camcorder. And thing is, unfortunately, I did it on Snapchat, and I ran out of storage, so I only got my son's head. And and to this day, she's very, very mad at me about that. So, but when he came out, I looked at him, and I was just I was just so admired as this is my kid. This is him. This is all jokes aside, this is me right here. And one of my favorite things, I remember the nurses and doctors saying, we're having a hard time making this baby cry right now. So it goes to show that kid is me. Because you rarely ever see me cry. It's not the fact that I'm afraid to show emotion. It's just I'm very I guess a hard stone to crack or some I don't know what the expression is. But I remember holding it in my arms, and I got it on video. It was just you're in the world now. And my only wish was my uncle was here to see him.